What you want to do is save about 20% of your income, put it into the market over a 20, 30-year period. It's going to make 6 to 8% a year, and you're going to retire. Even if you have the average salary, $54,000 in America, you'll have $1.5 million in the bank. That's how you have to do it. So my relationship with money has always been about being careful not to waste it. My mother, Georgette, taught me, and this really probably flows into why I buy these watches, don't buy crap. She used to only buy one Chanel jacket a year, but a really good one. She loved Chanel. And when she died, there was a cat fight for her clothing amongst the women in my family because they were now vintage Chanels that were worth way more than what she paid for them. So most people, you go look in your closet, it's full of crap you don't need. You bought crap that you just don't wear. You wore it once and it's just crap. Don't buy the crap. Buy the good stuff and just buy less of it. And when you look at something, don't buy something that you can't afford. If you can't afford a watch, you should never go into debt for a watch. That's stupid. You should earn a watch. You know, if you have a successful outcome on something, go buy yourself a watch to make that a reminder of that unique situation in your life.
Would you recommend investing in oil then? Is that something that you personally invest in?
Let me just say it again, I used to be on CNBC, but I say I don't invest in anything they can print. I don't invest in this, stocks, bonds, ETFs. I'm an entrepreneur. I start gold mines, I start oil wells. I invest in cattle, Wagyu cattle.
Yeah.
You know why? Because every time the the Wagyu bull breeds, I get cash flow. I trust the Wagyu cattle more than Joe Biden.
To get from 51 billion tons of greenhouse gas emissions to zero, we need to change the way we make just about everything in the next 30 years. This is the greatest opportunity for innovation in human history. We're going to build the trillion-dollar global industries of tomorrow. Some of the solutions we need, like wind and solar power, are already starting to compete with the fossil fuel incumbents they're designed to replace. But for many of the newer technologies, we need to bring down the cost and demonstrate that they work in real-world situations. And so I have to invest in large-scale commercial plants, which are often too risky for traditional investment. We need to innovate not just in the technologies, but in how the public and private sectors come together to build this scale. We've seen this work before with solar energy. But even in that case, it took 50 years to go from powering calculators to powering cities. And we can't afford to wait 50 years. And that's why Breakthrough Energy is launching the Catalyst program to bring the next generation of climate solutions to market in time and at a low enough cost to avoid a climate disaster. We're bringing together philanthropists, governments, and leading companies to make bold investments in technologies with great promise, but with a long road to commercial success. These investments won't just help reduce emissions, they'll also create new high-paying jobs for decades to come. The early investors in these technologies will be recognized for their contributions. That's why we're creating Catalyzed Emissions Reduction Framework, which measures the reductions in emissions and the cost of these new technologies over time. This framework will let our funding partners be recognized for the impact of their contributions. The first 4 technologies we're focusing on are green hydrogen, where we split water molecules and we use the hydrogen for power. Second is long-duration energy storage, so we can use intermittent sources like solar, even when the sun isn't shining. Third is sustainable aviation fuel, where we take biological inputs, including municipal waste, and we convert it to replacement jet fuel. Fourth and finally, direct air capture, where we literally take the carbon out of the air and store it away where it will no longer cause any heating. In science, a catalyst is a substance that accelerates a chemical reaction. Our Catalyst program is designed to accelerate the journey of innovation for the technologies we need to avoid a climate disaster. I'm optimistic we can succeed if we act boldly together.
Whoa! I just got invited to give the commencement address at Harvard this year.
That's amazing.
I remember you did it 10 years ago when Priscilla graduated. I was there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. 30 years later than I was supposed to, but I enjoyed it.
They know we didn't actually graduate, right?
Oh, that is the best part. They actually give you a degree.
You don't even have to go to class?
No, you just put that degree on your resume and it looks great.
Can you help me figure out what I'm gonna say?
Yeah, we should work on it together. Let's go get some more snacks.
All right. So you get to wear the hat and everything?
Yeah, you bet.